music, music. I love every kind, I love every kind of genre of music, except for rap, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe opera. I like country. I mean, I know I don't look like the type that I should be listening to, like country or whatever. But I like all types of music, and this particular type of music is something that my dad really grew up with. You know, the genre or whatever in the late 60s and the early 70s was that bubblegum genre, bubblegum music, like the Archies. But I feel like this is definitely more than just the sweet kind of innocence and goofiness. Definitely a lot of really great stuff. Now, I was lucky enough to get a twofer, you know, the 2 albums on 1 CD thing, and I was very lucky enough to get this. Now, this was actually, I bought this on Discogs. It was from the UK, all the way from the UK. But I want to go ahead and show you. Now, I believe my grandparents on my dad's side bought these for my dad, or maybe his uncle, I believe, or something like that. They were basically handed down to him. And these are original. I'm talking about the Partridge Family. I know, I felt like I did at least a couple of videos here on the Partridge Family, and I have to be ashamed of liking the Partridge Family. They were just, you know, I know it was all just studio work, and you had David Cassidy mostly doing the vocals, obviously, and you know, you had Shirley Jones, that was his mom, or I don't know, was it his aunt or his mom or his aunt or something? But just, you know, this is the first one, and you have some great, these great studio session players, you know, that are, you know, that is the Wrecking Crew. Especially Hal Blaine. I mean, he played on every freaking record imaginable. I mean, he was on Pet Sounds with the Beach Boys. Played with everybody. Larry Knechtel, Joe Osborne. Of course, he played the bass on Aquarius. And that's definitely one of those great bass lines you could, if I have to list like at least top favorite bass lines on songs or whatever, that's definitely one of them. Aquarius by the Fifth Dimension. He plays bass on there. Louis Shelton, that's definitely a name I've heard. And Tommy Tedesco, he's definitely one that played with everybody under the sun. But yeah, this is it. The first one on record. And he also happened to have their sophomore album from '71 up to date. This one's kind of cool too. You know, it's got the Partridge Family bus. And again, same people. Yeah, and their first couple albums, they did a lot of Jerry Goffin and Carole King. They definitely did a good chunk of their songs covering them. And of course, Wes Farrell, he was the producer for the records. And Tony Romeo was he was a lyricist, and he wrote I Think I Love You. But here is the CD version of both of those albums that I just showed you from the LP. And this sounds great. You know, when you listen to a CD, like, you know, I mean, it just has like the good quality. You're going to get like that good quality, you know. And I really like, you know, it just has great liner notes on here too. And again, shows, you know, where they were recorded and stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of just looking through, you know, just kind of glancing. But yeah, shortly after that, like Up to Date, then there was Sound Magazine and Bulletin Board. And I think their last one was, what was that last one? I don't remember the top of my head. The last one they did, was it Notebook? Maybe it was Notebook. And rumor has it, that they were actually going to have one of their albums. It's kind of a lost album. And it was supposed to be TV, like a TV dinner. Partridge Family TV dinner. Like, you know, and I guess they rejected that. But it's so great. I do believe I like the first two more. I mean, definitely for sure. At least the first three albums I really love. And nothing against, and they even had a Christmas album too that sold kind of moderately or whatever. And nothing against the Bulletin Board and Notebook. Those are fine. And they were kind of experimenting a little bit. They were getting a little funky, a little bit Billy Preston on some of those tracks on, at least on the, I believe, Bulletin Board, right? Yeah. But if it starts off with Brand New Me, which I like that one, and Point Me to the Direction of Albuquerque. Yeah, and you have the Ron Hicklin singers that are sometimes a bit cheesy, and the Love Generation, they were part of the background, you know. Yeah, I'm on the road, but I like the hits. Like I Think I Love You, and now I believe, I don't see it on here, but I do know that Can't You Hear My Heartbeat was on the first one, but for whatever reason it's not on the CD here. Oh no, it is. Okay, never mind. It's the 6th track. I believe on the LP, I believe it... Yeah, on the LP, I Can Hear Your Heartbeat is the ending song for side 1. And To Be Lovers, I like To Be Lovers. That's actually a really good song. And I like Up to Date as well. Like I'll Meet You Halfway, that was like a hit for them. And Doesn't Somebody Want to Be Wanted? Yeah, I love that one. She'd Rather Have the Rain, that's a really great song. But the guy, going back to the first one, the guy who wrote Sunday Will Never Be the Same and Talking Baseball in 1981, he wrote a really great song that they cover so perfectly, and it's called Only a Moment Ago. It's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love the way David Cassidy sings on that song. It's really beautiful. But I don't, you know, there's not much I can really add, but David Cassidy's voice, like he just really just has that voice. Like when you hear him, you're like, wow, just he's really got a good vocal range. You know, he's a little bit like the Bobby Shermans and Ron Dante. You know, Ron Dante sung all those Archie songs. But I do believe there's a lot more than just bubblegum. This is not really just bubblegum. It's like pop, it's maybe sunshine pop, you know, and just has great, amazing session players. The drumming is perfect, and I can hear a little bit of Tommy Tedesco. Like he's got a really unique sound. Like he's got a good, unique playing on these Partridge Family albums. But yeah, there you go. The Partridge Family. I know, right? This is completely subjective here for most folks, but I very much love this kind of music. And maybe you should check them out too. They're really good. Maybe it's not for everyone. And yeah, and I really love those David Cassidy solo albums. As I said previously on the earlier videos that I was doing here for my top favorite CDs, and there you have it. The Partridge Family, I know, right? But it's all good. I love them. Okay, folks, take care. Bye-bye.